this Growth Engine Daily, I'd like you to start to think about obsoletion and how the market and the products and the services within your niche and niche sector are going to potentially affect your business. We're all familiar with brands like Uber, Airbnb, that are largest hotel chains, largest taxi chains, but don't actually own any property or vehicles. And I was speaking to a video editor recently in Canada, and his background was man and boy in sales, and he was working with a company who had implemented online quote systems, and technically the salespeople in the most got made redundant as the business shift and the business model moved from what would be traditionally seen as a BDR, business development rep, or BDM, business development manager, into online, with sort of account executives supporting that. And it was a bit of a wake-up call for him, to the fact that he's thinking, wow, I've been in sales all my life, and is this the end of the sales sort of run? Now, if you're in sales, don't sort of run for the hills and panic. Sales are not going to go away just yet, but it is an early warning sign. And if we look at relevancy and what early warning systems have you got in your business, I suppose is the subject, and the real focus around what is going to become obsolete in your marketplace. We're all aware, when the things happen, and some of us will sit there and complain and say, hey, I never saw that coming. Well, whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? Is that yours? Is that the market's? Is that the competition? Is that the new entrants who's shaking up the market, like the Ubers, the Airbnbs, etc., etc.? Well, as a business owner, you've got employees to look after, you've got stakeholders, shareholders to look after. But the ultimate sign is that you're looking for is it's your responsibility, and you need to face this square on. Now, you don't need to do this every hour, waking minute of the day. You need to concentrate on doing what you do and delivering change and serving your clients, of course. But what I do want you to think about is these sort of steps that take out an hour. Whether that's 1 hour a month, whether that's as a group session with your team, and these sessions do generally work better with the team. Why? Not to scare panic, but for inclusion, and it's different perspective. If you sit there in isolation, loneliness has a lot of positives, because it gives you solace to think, but it also gives you a very narrow perspective. And when we're short of knowledge, what do? We read a book, we take a course. When we need an insight, we do a survey or a market research or a focus group. And when you're in these sort of environments, do it with your team. And that's not just management. I would pull the person in, even if it's entry level on customer services or reception or the cleaner, doesn't matter. And by the way, you guys who know me, I'm not being disrespectful to the entry level jobs. Every job provides value and it's compensated accordingly. What I'm saying here is that people on the coalface who are speaking with your customers, who are observing how your staff are, carrying on their emotions. Sometimes the staff member will speak to the cleaner, or the postman or the fire alarm engineer, where they may not speak to the colleagues or whatever. So pull some people in, have a chat with them, and this is what we're doing. So number one, get a group together. Do it once a month, 30 minutes. What are we seeing emerging in the marketplace? That's the question that you need to ask. What is emerging in the marketplace? That could affect what we do. And it's that last part that I really want you to emphasise. That could affect what we do. So if you're, 10 years ago in the taxi business, in the major cities, and you ask yourself that question, can we always predict the next iPhone changing the world or the next Uber changing the world? Of course not. But it's amazing how many little leaks get put online, or little, memes put online, or little whispers come online. And if you can just sort of start to get a wind of it, it doesn't mean to say you've got to panic, and it doesn't mean to say you've got to, make changes based off wild fear or wild assumption. No, but isn't it better to plug yourself into that information curve? And that leads to number two. Where is the gossip? Where is the knowledge? Where is the thought leaders? And there's two ends of the spectrum there. There's gossip and there's thought leaders. and you've got to sometimes read between the lines, from that sort of side. But what I am trying to get you to think about is, where's the chat happening? Doesn't it make sense to follow that blog from an industry leader, somebody who's got an insight? If you're in the banking technology, for example, posted an article in the Growth Engine Daily recently about how the Goldman Sachs, one of the leaders and directors of Goldman Sachs, is saying how institutional traditional banks are all screwed, excuse the language, but that was actually the article title, because the way the new modern retail banking is moving. So, plug yourself into those information curves. And then number 3, monitor the trends. Monitor the trends. What was this happening? Is the chatter increasing, decreasing? It's 30 minutes, 15, 20 minutes for your team. Then you can assign this responsibility to your team as well, to go out and say, number 1, you're in the sports, you're interested in sports, you're interested in fashion, you're interested in, business or politics or whatever it may be. Whoever the team member is, they're more likely to be already listening, monitoring, engaging in that type of content. And, of course, the number 1 point here is relevancy. It has to be relevant to what you do. And if you are, in the taxi business or the hotel business, getting that inside information, it allows you to make informed decisions. It allows you to sort of make those sort of decisions around, do you get involved? Is it early stage? Is it developing? How quick will it hit the market? What's the deterioration of my P&L? What's the deterioration of my cash line? All these type of things. So that's what I want you to think about today. And, I'd love your comments below. Is there anything emerging in your marketplace that really is going to have an impact? And what are you doing about it? Or what are you planning to do about it? Sometimes you don't have to do anything. You can think, well, hey, that's a change. It's 10% of my business. It's the lowest profitable business. To be fair, it'd do me a favor if it come and took it away. And there is, cut on the client line that allows you to reemploy resources into more, fruitful, pursuits. So, give some thought to it. As always, I really appreciate you continuing your growth engine development. Go do the hustle, go make it happen, and we're going to catch up with you on a Growth Engine Daily real soon.